Here are the answers to these 3 revision questions. So question number 8, we have a house is bought for £74,000, increases in value 4.5% every year for 3 years. What is its new value? So the first thing we need to do is think about what kind of percentages question we have here. We have a percentage increase on an amount of money every year for 3 years. So it's a repeated increase. So that would be a compound interest question. So the first thing we have to do is work out our multiplier. So we always start with 100%. And this time we're increasing by 4.5. So we're going to add on 4.5% every year. So this is going to give us 104.5%. So we need to write that as a decimal. So what we do is we divide by 100. And that's going to give us 1.045. So now we can do our calculations. So we have £74,000 times our multiplier, so 1.045. And then this is for 3 years, so it's a power of 3. So when you type that into the calculator, we get 84446. And then you need to round your answer to 2 decimal places because it's money, so 0.29. Question 9, we have a triangle has sides 83, 79 and 19 centimetres. Is it right angled? So that would be a converse of Pythagoras question because you're being asked if it's right angled or not. So sometimes a little visual will be helpful here. So the longest side we have is 83, so that would be the side that we would label C, and then the other 2 sides would be your A and your B, and it doesn't matter which way around they go. So if this is right angled, C squared would be equal to A squared plus B squared. So let's check that. So C squared is 83 squared, which is 6889. A squared plus B squared, well, that's 79 squared plus 19 squared. So if we check that on the calculator, we get 6602. And because these 2 numbers are not the same, we know that this is not a right angle triangle. So your statement would then be, since 83 squared is not equal to 79 squared plus 19 squared, by the converse of Pythagoras, the triangle is not right angled. Okay. Question 10, we have find the roots of the equation y equals x squared minus x minus 6. So if we remember back to the quadratics topic, when you draw out the graph of a quadratic, we get a parabola shape. And the points where the graph crosses the x-axis are your 2 roots. And at these 2 points, we know the y-coordinate is 0. So all we need to do here is set this equation equal to 0 and then solve. So equals 0. So we have here a trinomial, so that would go into double brackets. So we would have an x and an x in the start of each bracket. We're looking for the numbers that multiply to minus 6, but add to minus 1. So it would be a 3 and a 2, and we're going to have 1 negative, 1 positive. So to get minus 1 in the middle, it's going to be minus 3 and plus 2. So if we go ahead and solve each bracket, we have x minus 3 equals 0. So x would be equal to 3. And on the other side, we have x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals minus 2.